So here is yet another singer I have really admired ever since I was really young. She also started out really young, but she didn't gain international fame until she was 16 with her very first public album, Pure. Granted, she did also have some private albums released in New Zealand as well, but it was Pure that put her on the charts, and she proceeded to make album after album after album, and she is still releasing albums to this very day, helped with a very angelic, youthful, and just plain gorgeous voice. I'm of course referring to Hayley Westenra, and this is my review of her holiday album, Winter Magic. Now, for those of you who don't know Hayley Westenra, she hails all the way from Christchurch, New Zealand. She did start out her singing career busking on the streets of New Zealand until she ended up recording her first couple of albums, which were basically released regionally until her first international recording with Pure when she was only 16 years old, specializing in a lot of classical crossover songs, though most of the songs lean towards a more modern feel. And as the years went by, she has sung in concert. She has released more albums with the likes of Odyssey, Treasure, and even a best of album, and of course, Winter Magic, and eventually an Ennio Morricone album, and just a lot more, and even a lullaby album. So it's really easy to say that I have admired Hayley Westenra ever since I was very young. I really feel like she was an honest singer. I feel like she is an unpretentious young woman. She's a natural young woman. She really is someone who's very genuine as a person. And I really feel like with this holiday album, it definitely shines, specializing in different styles and just a lot of really great moments to be found in this album. Now, I have basically listened to this on Spotify, and this was definitely a very enjoyable experience for me. And I have to say that the biggest highlights in this album were Veni Veni Emmanuel, A Sleigh Ride Together With You, and even a Christmas duet with Ronan Keating, and even some original songs that she sang. Of course, there were also the classics like The Little Drummer Boy and Silent Night, but I really feel like everything in this album definitely really shines very well. She really has a very silvery and very soothing and calming voice that definitely makes this album stand out, and it also helps the fact that it has such a cheery feel to it. What I really love about the Veni Veni Emmanuel is that it's sung very gorgeously, with much gravitas, and with a sense of mystery and a sense of beauty that few others can compare. So I'm not going to mince words here. This is definitely yet another album I can definitely recommend to listen to throughout the holidays. Whether you purchase a physical copy of it, whether you listen to it on Spotify, or whether you listen to it during your flights to long-distance flights as well, it doesn't really matter. It's definitely very much an album that's really worth the listen to, and one that I've actually really enjoyed to this very day. Because I first listened to this like a year ago, and listening to this recently has really made me appreciate this album a lot more. So with that said, I give Hayley Westenra Winter Magic a well-deserved 5 out of 5 stars. It is really recommendable to listen to this. It's really great to listen to throughout the holidays, and it's definitely worth to listen to whether you listen to it on Spotify or whether you have a physical copy of it. That's it for this review of Hayley Westenra Winter Magic, and tune in later where I review Andrea Bocelli Sacred Arias. So stay tuned for that.